If you love Lego trains like myself, today I have a video for you because we are going to be doing a full review of the brand new Lego Ideas Orient Express. And this set absolutely blew my mind and probably is one of my favorite Lego sets of 2023. And on top of that, at the end of today's video, I'm even going to try and power this thing up and run it on the official Lego train track. So if that all sounds dandy to you, hit that subscribe button to like this video, and let's take a journey on the Orient Express. What's up, everybody? It's Cristo from Stud City, and of course, today we are doing an in-depth review of this magnificent Lego set. It is literally too large for me to showcase in like one frame. The carriages are absolutely massive. The locomotive itself is quite big. It is an incredible model. So anyways, let's jump straight on into it. We do have the box right here. You guys love boxes. I love boxes, but it is the Orient Express, so really quick. It comes with 1,560 pieces. It's set number 21344, and again is the part of the Lego Ideas line at number 52. So this is going to, of course, retail for 300 USD here on December 1st of 2023. But enough of all that information. Let's go ahead and take an in-depth look at this beautiful, magnificent train because, like I said, this one absolutely blew me away. So without further ado, let's start with the minifigs and then go into the carriages, and let's jump straight on into it. So this Lego set is going to come with a total of 8 minifigures. Starting on this side, we have a dolly that comes with a couple of containers that are going to be shipped across with this train on the journey across Europe. Haven't really seen a lot of dollies in Lego, but I thought this one was really cool. So anyways, it looks like it's a very unique way of loading up carriages onto the Orient Express. So now these minifigs don't come with these stands, but I thought this would be a lot easier to showcase these minifigs. But the first minifig we are going to be getting is a worker on the Orient Express, and he actually comes in that royal blue color to kind of match the locomotive as well as the coach cars. 2 bags, like he's carrying some of the luggage for the other characters in this Orient Express, and a nice facial expression that he's doing maybe some heavy lifting. So really cool minifig. He even has back printing on his torso, as well as the front with like that train marking. So that's the first minifig. Following that one, we have the conductor, possibly. His torso definitely has a pocket watch on his torso printing. Looks pretty cool. It looks like he has that red stand to stop the train and whatnot. He also has back printing on his torso in that royal blue color. Single-sided face printing, but he comes with a finished off in a reddish brown beard, and then of course a black mustache outlines on top of his face. And I do like his cap a lot. It's a little got a gold trim on top, unlike his predecessor minifig where it's just a blue cap. The next minifig we are going to be getting is an employee who is working and probably a waitress on top of this train. I get my ains mixed up. But anyways, it looks like she has some paper towel here used as like a window piece. And then she's also has a waitress serving item here. So a cup on there. I like her black torso. Comes in a like suit finish. Looks really good. And again, this one also has back printing on the torso. Nice hairpiece as well. And she, again, does not have back. She only has a single face printing as well. So again, a really cool additional minifig. And then the fourth employee onto this train is going to be a little bit frowny. He's the coal tender. He's shoveling coal into the coal to operate the train, right? Since this is a steam locomotive. But anyways, he's got like suspenders on his torso with a white and bluish finish. Again, also back printing on his torso. Comes with that shovel. And then, of course, a just blue cap to continue working. The next minifig is this lady right here. It looks like she's writing a letter. Comes with a pen and letter. Probably sending a love note or something across Europe. Yeah, who knows, right? But anyway, she comes with a nice turquoise torso finished off with red accents. I really like her hat printed like hairpiece. Check that out. It's like her cap printed on to her hair. So she does have a dual molded face as well. One is more of an expression like she's shrieking, and then the other one is just kind of like a dull smile face. So again, a really cool minifig there. I like the accessories. Speaking of cool minifigs, we got this guy right here, an older gentleman that comes with a cane. Gray hair, gray mustache. He does only have one single face-sided printing, which is given to him with his like white beard. So again, a really cool minifig. His torso is just kind of like a suit attire, maybe a little bit older fashioned. And then it looks like it's maybe a little wrinkled on the back. So another really cool minifig to add there. The 7th minifig in this set is going to be this lady right here who screams elegance in my eyes. She comes with like elegant bag, something really cool pieces put together, and an umbrella. And then also she has a scarf decked out in white. A really cool hairdo. I haven't seen a lot of that in Lego. So again, maybe she's a little bit more rich. She's decked out in a black dress with gold accents and back on the torso printing, as well as her dress printing as well. Got all the gold accents. So a really cool minifig. I really like this one. Probably my favorite out of the bunch, just because of, I don't know, just how elegant she looks. And then, of course, she does have like a mole on her face, and it has dual molded printing as well. So really like that one. Enjoyed that minifig. And then the final minifig, which you're going to be getting, is the 8th minifig is a guy recording. So he's probably doing some news shot or something. He comes with like a brick-built old style recorder. And he comes decked out like he's traveling across Europe in his brown with his satchel. His nice printing, and he looks pretty incredible. So a great minifig to drag with you all the way from Paris to Istanbul. As far as the train itself, you are going to get a locomotive decked out in that royal blue with gold and black accents. Looks phenomenal. You are going to be getting a coal car here. Pretty sweet. And then not one, but 2 passenger coach cars that on the outside, I would say, are quite identical. However, on the inside, one is going to be a kitchen and dining, and the other is going to be our sleeping corridors. So pretty cool. And then, of course, this is going to be the caboose, where this carriage right here is just a simple connecting passenger car. So let's go ahead and take a deep dive from the locomotive all the way to the back of the train. One thing to notice, of course, is the train tracks that you are built upon. Now, if we go ahead and move the train, we can see that this is our standard, not our standard train tracks. It's actually brick built in the sense that we have these little rails, and we are attaching them onto plates and building our train tracks rather than the Lego official train tracks that come in the Lego City sets. The locomotive features 4 front wheels that are a little bit smaller, and then the 6 larger wheels that, if we disconnect the train, we can see roll in sync, which I really do like. Now, the details on this front locomotive, I think it looks incredible. If we get a front-sided view of this thing, he looks pretty awesome. I like the inclusion of the red here on the front. Kind of gives it some accent colors. And notice you will not see the magnets on this locomotive. It looks like the designer decided not to use the magnets as we've seen in some of the other previous Lego trains, and is going to be connectioned by Technic and brick-built connections. On the inside of the locomotive, we can see a whole spiel of different Lego parts. More of an operating station in brick-built Lego details. And check out that clock, maybe a callback to the pocket watch inside the conductor. But overall, a lot of little details in there. I think the locomotive looks pretty substantially awesome. I love the gold accents on top of the like royal blue. Even the train stacks, I think, look pretty awesome. And then also check this out. They used pens on some of the train stacks up here. It looks pretty phenomenal. But anyways, in short, that is a quick recap of the locomotive. Let's move on to the coal tender. Taking a glance at the coal tender, you will notice the top, well, first of all, the connection is, like I said, built on these Technic pins here, which is going to be the same on the locomotive side, which you can see like so. I really am a fan favorite of the magnets. However, I guess to reduce some of the cost here, I think it makes a little bit of sense to go with the Technic brick-built connection instead. But now the locomotive itself, you would think, okay, it's got these three wheels down here base. That means there's no way this is going to turn on a Lego train, the standard Lego rails, right? Well, check this out, guys. So if I turn this, you can see the wheelbase. Oh yeah, we got movement. That, my friends, was my first indicator that this bad boy is going to roll right along on the standard Lego train track. So that really excited me. And then that was awesome. The actual details, of course, of the coal car, it's decked out in the black all finish, and then with the royal blue. Looks really good. But as we were building this, let's see if I can open this. you were able to build this hollow, and then the top opened up, which is going to be perfect for you train fans. We're going to be able to put the battery box inside this thing, which obviously they designed it for that reason, which really excited me, so we can actually use this as an operating Lego train rather than just a display. Well, we'll see how that operates a little bit more at the end of today's video. It does feature two like half-closed, half-open doors that would face the locomotive side. They open just like so, and it looks like it comes with a little tool in here to, you know, maybe help shovel some of your coal inside, and then maybe a small like window/door that you can access some of your coal that's inside this. Moving towards our first passenger car. It obviously, I would say, looks quite incredible. Let's move some of these minifigs out of the way. I absolutely love the passenger coaches on this Orient Express. First thing is first, you're clearly drawn to all of the gold trim on this build. You can clearly notice the windows as well are going to be built in a style of building where they are kind of like built on the sides. And then, of course, we have printed pieces that call out Paris, Munich, Wien, Budapest, Bucharest, Belgrade, Sofia, and Istanbul. I absolutely love and adored this train, guys. So it does have doors on both sides and on the opposite side. So a total of four doors on this Passenger Express. Of course, they added the detail where you can remove the entire roof system to access the entire coach, and that's going to be the exact same thing for the other coach car as well. But before we jump straight on into the inside, the top of the finish is just decked out in gray, maybe little accents with some different brick pieces, but overall a really nice, sleek, sturdy roof piece that fits on top of this coach. Now, I don't believe the tops on the other side's removed, but in sense they're just doors and hollow hallways. But one call out I wanted to make is that the coupling cars down here are not like we've seen in the past. They're not, you know, made of a couple pieces. I would say these couplings and with the wheels are made up of around, throwing a number at it would be like, I don't know, 50 pieces or so for each one. It's quite a few pieces, and they're very detailed and they look quite incredible. So I think a huge shout out to the creator for designing these. They did a really good job to kind of break away from that Lego standard couplings down here and just really just thrive on the detail side. So I thought that looked really good. Now, if we go ahead and look inside the coach car, of course, this is going to be our dining headquarters, our sleeping headquarters, I'm sorry. On this side over here, we are going to see a very luxury bathroom with a tiled floor inside of a train. That is pretty cool to see. It's got like a sink in there. It's got a small toilet. It has your toilet paper, a mirror. Incredible, guys. You even featured a couch decked out in that desert tan. It's got a phone, a lamp, a cup, a drink on top of a desk, and then a really decked out bed on this side. Very luxurious room, I would say. And then on the opposite side of this sleeping corridor carriage, we have a bunk bed system with a newspaper on one of the beds, and then a desk lamp, and then we call this game Tavli, where I'm from, but I believe in English, it's called backgammon. And then also we have a nice little sink that you can kind of see from the side with a nice little mirror inside. That'll move us to our second carriage, which is going to be the last carriage in this Lego set. Now, one thing to notice on the back side of this one is the caboose, in a sense, whereas the other carriage that we just looked at is just a passenger coach that continues to, you know, run your train line. So a minifig could get in here and travel through. And I guess I didn't call that out, but those are sticker elements of like different pot sizes, like flower pots on the inside. I thought it looks really cool. That's on both sides of that carriage, and I believe on just on the one side. On this one, I don't know if you can see in there, there is a plant carriage. But if we go ahead and remove the top layer of this one, like I said, you could see some of the pots, sticker pots, plants that are located that would also be in the hallways. So some are larger, some are smaller. It overall looks pretty good. Now this carriage, if we get a top side view, just features 4 dining chairs, brick built in like very dark green, and 2 tables in white with a lamp, and then some plates and cups. And then we also feature a brick-built chair over here at more of a bar style feel. Check that out. Maybe that's a tequila and lime shot on top of that bar. That's really cool. And then on the opposite side, we have a very cool floral piece. Check that art print out. That is awesome. It's got popcorn and little ducks. But anyways, that is the dining car. I think it looks awesome. Like I said, it's accented in that gold. You can clearly see how the windows are brick built into this carriage. It has the Orient Express logo on the outside, the Voyager restaurant, and then also printed here is 21344 for the train. Now, Stella is bursting with anticipation, but the moment you've all been waiting for, power it up. So ladies and gentlemen, I have a remote and it's powered up to our coal tender. I'll run it for a little bit just so you can see how the locomotive runs. And then I'll show you how I did it. And don't get me wrong, it's not perfect. I'll leave it for the better mockers in the viewership watching today's video. But I just wanted to prove today that this thing would run. So I'm gonna go ahead and power it up, hopefully the right way. Full power, full blast, brand new batteries. It's running pretty smooth. It's not perfect by all means. I definitely could have done a better job, but the moral of today's video was just to show you that without perfection, you can still get this running. Now, one thing I'm automatically gonna call out is the standard radius of the Lego train tracks is pretty tight, especially for this train locomotive. So one thing to properly probably do to make this a little bit more efficient would be to separate only one curve for like two straights. And I think that would do this layout justice for this locomotive. But still, as you see, the train's running quite optimally on the tight airs, and like that, over time, it will get derailed. Now that I have the train pulled off the tracks, we can take a look at just how I powered it up, because it was pretty simple and straightforward. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip the camera around and show you exactly the simple technique I used to get this to run around my train tracks. First things first, I have the old powered up system where it has a battery pack as well as a receiver and the receiving line to the train tracks, or to the train powered up wheels. So an actual extra piece here, where modern day we have a different system where it's just a battery receiver straight connected to the powered up wheels, and then a Bluetooth controller, whereas this one is not, and it's got a sensor that beats into the sensor receiver. So if you have the new system, that will be a lot more efficient, but I thought I'd show the difficult way in today's video. Now, the new coupling cars here are a little bit different and unique. So it is just like I just pulled off this passenger coach. Now I pulled this off, and you could see the new piece we're going to be adding will not go into the cylinder piece because it has plates. So I ended up just taking one more of these cylinder plates, and I was able to add it on to our coupling here. That way it goes, that Technic pin goes all the way through and into both plates. So just like that, it has some flex and sits in there quite nicely. It's not perfect by all means, but either was the other system, and it works for this justice. Now, I have the powered wheels going into the receiver, where essentially if we have the new Bluetooth sensory system, we can eliminate this and go from this straight to the powered box, which fits, like we showed earlier in today's video, quite perfectly in the coal tender car. So take away the sensor, you literally have probably the perfect system, and then you're good to go to run around your train tracks. But for now, I just had the sensory system. It doesn't look nice by all means, but you could just plop it up here just for the purpose of a video like this to showcase how this thing is powered up. I didn't want to start pulling the train locomotive apart and see if I could get that rolling with essentially the a motor in that and getting the wheels turning. But I thought this was a simple solution to get your train quickly running around your Christmas tree, or just around your Lego city or your train village, whatever it may be, in a simple way of doing so. One thing to keep in mind is all the new Bluetooth sensories with the powered wheels, they have the Bluetooth magnet couplings, whereas the new system for this train is going to have these Technic pins. So do keep that in mind. You have to do a little bit more modification there. I just, again, for the simplicity of today's video, turned the coal car around and just simply tapped this this magnetic coupling right here, like so, and it just went together, as simple as that. So again, not a perfect system, but again, for the showcase of today's video, I just wanted to show that it will run with the current Lego train tracks. Once again, a huge thank you to the Lego group for gifting us this set for review. I think it does justice in my Lego city. Now I have the journey of making a Lego train city and encompassing this to run around that train track. So anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. As far as a $300 Lego set, for me, I truthfully believe this is probably my #1 set of the year. You guys know me, I'm a huge Lego train fan. And for that, as well as just being an astonishing, beautiful Lego train and a train we have not seen from the Lego Ideas, I really have to give this one of my highest ratings at a solid 9.5 because truthfully, this one is pretty special to me. But anyways, I'd love to hear what you guys think in the comments below. And as always, hit that subscribe button for more Lego content, and we will see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Love you guys. Peace.